Jerry B here up in Sacramento, Union Gospel Mission, giving out some shoes to the homeless here. A lot of smiling faces. We got one deal. We give you a pair of shoes. You got to give us a smirk and a photo. And this is the mission of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a non-profit organization based out of Las Vegas, started by Gene Woods. We're trying to do good things and fill little holes in people's lives the best we can. And today we're up in Sacramento, just doing the best we can. Thanks for supporting us.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Race friends, they're back together again. Live from Daytona Beach, Florida, it's Scratch with a K. And live from Las Vegas, it's Alan Michaels. Right here, right now, on the flagship station, the WCOBM TV network. It's on Pit Road Racing.
Good afternoon, top of the hour, 4 o'clock on a Monday here in Las Vegas, and also a Monday down at Daytona Beach, Florida. Good afternoon, Alan Michaels here in Las Vegas. My partner sitting back at the Nut Shack Entertainment Studios in Daytona Beach, Florida. Scratch with a K. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good evening to you, sir. And yes, it is Monday. It's just a different time of day.
Yeah, that's it, man. Hey, man, big 12 days for you there at the Main Street, man. Popping and rocking there with the comedy clubs and music and everything else, man. A good time in Daytona through Bike Week, right?
Yeah, man. Bike Week was killer at Main Street Station, man. I'll be honest, in the 7 years that I've worked Main Street for Bike Week, this has been probably the most fun that I've had. It was an amazing time. The party on Main Street was definitely at Main Street Station. They had 35 bands, 2 stages, me, DJ Darian, my boy. We worked great together. It was a fun time, man. We had a great time. I gave away a lot of free stuff. I could still talk. I'm a little wore out, you know. I'm tired. I about slept right through this. I would have slept all day if I could.
We'll get this done. I'll let you go back and you can go. How's the weather? How's the weather in Daytona today? Pretty good. How's the weather?
Beautiful. It is beautiful here today. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a good day to not have to do much. It's a good day to not have to do much.
I was going to say, man, if I were you, you showed me the loaf before, so I'd head to the bank and deposit the loaf. And if I were you, I'd throw the swim trunks, grab the towel, and I'd go snooze on the beach. If I were you, that'd be me today.
I slept on the loaf last night. That's how comfortable that was.
All righty. Hey, let's get things rocking and rolling for you. We're downtown Las Vegas and also down at Daytona Beach. This is Monday edition of On Pit Road Racing, brought to you by the WCOBM, located at 450 Fremont Street. Don't forget Wednesday's show for you from 4 to 5 p.m. And, of course, Scratch and I do a quick 30-minute get you set up for the weekend, man, on Fridays from 4 to 4:30 here. And the show is streamed from this network here at the WCOBM TV, and we flagship it right on out to all forms of social media. It's on Twitter, it's on Facebook, it's on LinkedIn, YouTube. We've got it just about everywhere. We thank you. Just search On Pit Road Racing and you'll find it right there. Okay. I want to thank the show partners real quickly. Gene Woods Racing Experience, the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, Woods Family Sandwiches out there, Red One Scooters, Atlanta Motorsports Park, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And did I forget anybody? I think I got everybody else in there. And Leaping Larry's with us today, man. He's hanging tight on the side here. I don't know if you can see Larry.
I cannot see him, but
there he is. I brought him over. He's in there
somewhere.
So just we invite you to enjoy and like all the partners of the program. And speaking of it, if you'd like to be part of the program, it's really quick, it's really easy, and I'll throw the tab right across the middle. The Hot Shoe Hall of Fame is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We got the Hot Shoe shoes here. Scratch, I found your shoes. I got them on the way to the mail for you this week, buddy. Okay.
I was gonna say I got good news from you this week, and my shoes are on the way. That's awesome.
I got them sitting in the office. I'll put them in a box and send them on on out for you. Anyhow, here they are, folks. It's really easy. We go around to just about anything, churches, missions, schools. We've been here in Las Vegas, California, all over about, man, what we do is we just roll in it, man, and we put tennis shoes on people's feet, okay? We don't charge them anything. Don't ask them for any money. We just simply say, what size do you need? And try to help the people up for kids, adults, seniors. We've got it all, man. It's really good because it helps build positivity for everything. They're called heart shoes is what they're called, okay? You can log on to the World Wide Web at hotshoehof.com. There's a donate button. You can see it crawling across the screen. But if you'd like to be part of this program and the network, it's real easy. We have two special packages. It's $500 and $1,000. $500 for you, man. You get 130-second spots that are on this network right here and on this program. If you donate $1,000, we'll give you 230-second spots. We throw in social media and a 3-foot banner into place and everything else. If you need some more information about it, just give us a call at 702-803-0875. 702-803-0875. We'd be more than happy to help you out. Scratch, real quickly, let me roll through the weather and we'll get to talking racing here for us. This weekend, pretty much everybody's off at NASCAR. They're heading to Bristol, man. No dirt this weekend, Scratch. We're back to solid pavement, my friend. Solid pavement.
As I think I mentioned the last time we talked, Bristol, I like I like Bristol because it's Bristol, period. Doesn't matter. I thought it was cool they put dirt on it. But because I love dirt racing, so I want to see these guys race dirt. But as we spoke before, they should just go get a dirt track and run dirt on it because Bristol's Bristol. So leave Bristol alone. I like it. But well, they should have replaced it with a dirt track of some sort. I want to see these guys run some dirt.
Just dig in half of the mountain over there and put another track up there. Anyhow, if they had dirt on it, this probably wouldn't be really good because cooling. And Sunday, 60% chance of rain on Friday, 50% on Saturday and Sunday. Daytime highs right around the mid-60s. Nighttime lows if they're camping, man, about 40 degrees if you're camping in Bristol this weekend. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a chilly one. Race and weather brought to you by our good friends at Woods Family Sandwiches, 931 American Pacific Suite 106, Las Vegas and the Henderson. If you need more information about catering, hey, log on to them, www.wfsandwiches.com. All right. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's all of that in it. Real quickly, Scratch, around the track for the National Series, F1 Formula Rolex Australian Grand Prix, March 22nd through the 24th. So they're off. Check ESPN. They'll have the coverage for local times. Man, I'm going to tell you something, too. I caught a little bit of this pass on Saturday, and Verstappen, we'll get into that in a minute. But here nor there, the IndyCar racing was great. We'll get to that, too. NHRA, Gator Nationals this past weekend, they're off. It's the Lucas Oil Winter Nationals, going to be out in Sonoma, California, In-N-Out Burger Dragway. And then they return here to Las Vegas, 4 wide here in Las Vegas, April 12th through the 14th at the Strip at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Tickets are available at lvms.com and NHRA. Fox and FS1 will have the coverage for you, okay? IndyCar, man, it's the Thermal $1 million challenge. IndyCar will take a couple of weeks off. March 24, 12:30. NBC Peacock will have it for you live. IndyCar racing was pretty wild yesterday. I didn't know, Scratch, if you caught it, was early in the morning. But, I mean, right out of the hole, these guys were slamming, beating, and banging. Colton Herta, man, making a big-time charge. Newgarden ends up winning it. We'll talk about it in just a minute. World of Outlaws, the Nas Energy, March 15th. World of Outlaws, Texas two-step. They're heading to the Cotton Bowl. I'd really like to. The World of Outlaws, Scratch, have had a tough time every week for like the last 4 weeks. They've gotten rained out. Rain has followed this series everywhere it's went.
Yeah, that's disappointing for those guys, huh? And you were talking about Bristol in the rain too. So I got to thinking about rain tires, right? That they've always talked about that on asphalt. They do it for the road course. Man, we get some mud tires. Put the dirt back on Bristol, give them some mud tires.
Rain will be pouring down there in Thunder Valley. That's it. Let me see. World of Outlaws, March 15th. It's the Texas two-step, the Cotton Bowl, Page, Texas. If you're looking to catch the stream, just log on to worldofoutlaws.com. They've got it for you. NASCAR back in action. ARCA Series, the General Tao 200. They're heading to Talladega coming up April 20th. If you want some more information, arcaracing.com there. The trucks are in Bristol, March 16th at 8. FS1 and MRN will have the call. The Xfinity Series is off this week. They go to COTA coming up March 23rd for the Focus Health 250, Fox Sports and Prime Radio Network. Prime Radio Network will have that. And the guys in the Cup Series, Bristol Motor Speedway 330, Food City 500, and NASCAR returns back to Las Vegas, South Point 400, Friday, October 16th through the 20th, Scratch. So that's what's happening around the racing world, buddy.
There's plenty of racing in the racing world, isn't there?
I'm telling you, we got it. We got it rocking and rolling, man.
Plenty of racing around.
That's it. Hey, real quickly, let's take a break real fast here. And when we do, we'll come back. Let's talk some NASCAR. You want to do that?
Yes, sir. Sounds great to me.
Let's do it. Scratch with a K down in Daytona Beach. Alan here in Las Vegas. Back, we're talking NASCAR updates coming up for you right here on Pit Road Racing, WCOBM Network, everybody.
Welcome to my world. Handicap man down at a charity feed. Great spread this morning. God, it was horrible. But it made what I needed to happen. Then I had these people that stopped and said, "Hey, you want some shoes?" I said, "Yeah, I was going to need to get some anyway. So might as well." And if it really comes to fruition, help them buy more shoes so that we can help more people. I'm not we, but you know what I mean. Hell, might as well. There's nothing wrong with helping someone.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. Downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
From about 12 minutes after the hour on a Monday here. Alan Michaels, Las Vegas, Scratch with a K down Daytona Beach, Florida here on Pit Road Racing, WCOBM. Let's get a little updates here, man. You got your ARCA notes pulled up, man, Frank? You ready to go?
I had them pulled up and then I went to a different
Lost
one.
them. All right,
I got them.
You got them? All righty, man. Hey, well, you know, Kyle Keller, he's been on this program before. He's a Las Vegas guy. He came up with the Kenleys. Kenley Keller Motorsports, Madeira, California, opened up the 24 season out there. Washington's Danica Dark, man. We had her on the program. She's a young little lady coming up, Scratch. She got her first start at the ARCA series here. You know our buddy Grant Enfinger from Alabama, right?
Right.
Grant Enfinger was back in that number 23.
Yep.
And the ARCA series got kicked up underway. General Tire 150. William Solbach. This guy's been running some truck stuff a lot lately and some Xfinity. He picked up the win down there, man. Good kid.
Yeah,
Good
that's
kid.
awesome.
Giorgio Ruggiero.
Yep.
And you got the Grant Enfinger, Connor Mussick, and Sean Hangerly. That's it. Great run for the rookies. Did you see that? I got a notation there. Did you see it? Out of the top 5, 4 of them were rookies.
I see that. Yeah, I do see that. That's amazing, right? That's incredible. That's what the truck series is about. You know, I mean, you do have some veteran drivers in the truck series. But you know, that's what it's about. These rookies getting out there and getting to it. You know, they're trying to make a name for themselves. That's why I love the trucks. You know, the five rookies to finish, you know, in the top 5. That's impressive though. I'll be honest with you, that's really impressive.
Well, what's really cool is that these guys all switched in from the trucks and went into the ARCA series. Now, the guys from the Keller Connection.
I'm sorry, I said the trucks. My bad. I'm sorry. I said
That's
trucks.
all right.
I meant ARCA, but I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
The guys from the Keller, they ended up finishing up 18th and 22nd. Kyle not having a good run there. He usually runs pretty good at Phoenix, man. Usually runs pretty good down there.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome though. That's still impressive.
Check out the ladies though.
Yep,
The
I see
four
it.
ladies. You see this, man?
Yep, 6th, 9th, 15th, and 40th.
Yeah. Danica didn't have a great. Danica Dart didn't have it. I mean, it's her first time on a track with that big car, man. But I mean, she made the race.
Yep.
Isabella finished up in 6th, rookie. Danica's a rookie. Tony and Amber are both veterans of the series. I think Tony Rettinger's been along in there. No, Amber's been along the longest. But one of the rookies outshined two of them.
Yeah, for sure. It almost had a top 5 finish.
Yeah.
Well,
They're heading
I mean, technically, you have 4. Let's see, what'd you say? 4 rookies in the top 5.
Right.
Four rookies in the top 5?
4 rookies in the top 5 in the ARCA series finished in Phoenix this weekend. Yeah.
And then you had Isabella. She's a rookie. She finished 6th.
Yeah.
So you had 5 rookies in the top 6.
And well, if you want to look at that, you had 5 rookies in the top 10. So half the field was rookies that finished up in the top 10.
There you go. I mean, that's good for ARCA. I bet that was a great ARCA race to watch.
Yeah, they didn't have it on the television. They had it on a stream, but by the time I got there, it was done and over with. So, but way to go to the ladies.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
four ladies in this thing, 2 rookies, two of them with top 10 finishes, the other a top 15.
Yeah.
Danica will be all right. Danica Dark will be all right. She'll be all right. She gets a couple races up underneath her. She'll be okay. Let's move it on to the trucks. You ready to go?
Yeah, I already thought we were there. Remember?
You never were there. We're one series ahead.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm a series ahead of you.
There you go. Well, let's get to the trucks. Rajah Caruth, man, with a win. Nick Sanchez with a win. They're on their way to the playoffs. Everybody better watch out for this Rajah Caruth. I watched him race out here in Daytona, man. This kid's got some talent, Scratch.
Well, you've talked about him a lot of since you and I have joined back up together. You've talked about him a lot. So and when you talk racing, I believe every word you say. And there he is right there with a victory. So if you're trying to tell me this guy got a great future, I'm gonna believe you because I've been impressed so far. Just that now that I'm starting to take notice based on conversations you and I have had about him.
Well, I can tell you one thing, Hendricks, you know how Hendrick is with his money. You just don't shove money to everybody. You got to have some talent. If you want full support from Hendrick and Hendrick Motorsports and Hendricks.com cars and all that,
yeah,
you got to do something. And this kid, not only here in Las Vegas, went out, won the pole, won the race, and actually had to have a really good pit stop. The last stop his team had to hit to win, and they did. Rajah up on top, man. He's up on top of the point spreads. This is after the Las Vegas event, 1 win. Nick Sanchez is in 2nd. He's got a win. They're locked in. Tyler Akram, Ty Majeski, Corey Helm, Taylor Gray, Matt Crafton, veteran of the series. Oh, Matt Crafton, Scratch. He's hanging in there year after year, buddy.
I'm telling you, man. And he can still do it. He's still competitive, But, at the same time, when you're the wily old veteran like Matt Crafton and you're racing against a lot of these young cats, you're probably able to have a little better stuff than, it's not like hanging into the Cup Series, for years and years and years and years. I mean, Matt Crafton's good. I mean, he wins races still. He's
he
good.
Still wins races.
Yeah, he still wins races. I mean, he's finishing in the top 10. So it's great to see him still running the trucks, man. A career truck driver, man. And it's great. It's great.
Yeah, I never saw him in the Cup Series. I think he might have made a couple. I think he made a couple runs in Xfinity. But this guy,
I want to say that I thought that he might have made a Cup Series start or 2, but I don't recall. Maybe I am thinking about the Xfinity Series. But hey, he's fine in the trucks. Not a lot of guys. There's not a lot of truck drivers that've been in there forever. Now you don't see that as much, like the Todd Bodines and the Skinners and those guys that ran, a long time in the trucks. So you don't really see that. Good for Matt Crafton. 7th place.
7th place in the points right now, 39 back. Then you wrap it up in the top 10. Brett Holmes, Christian Eckes, and our old buddy Grant Enfinger sitting there currently in 10 spot, 48 spots back for you.
Yeah.
We had this kid on years ago, man. If you move it on, Brendan Butterbean Queen. When we met Brendan, he was a Butterbean. He was. He's a big kid. But this kid has stuck it out and stuck it out and stuck it out. And he's going to be making his Craftsman Truck Series debut at North Wilkesboro. Behind the wheel, the number 1 Toyota Tundra for TRD Pros. Chesapeake, Virginia driver, man. Breakout in 2023, earning 4 victories, 13 top 5s, and 15 top 10s in the Cars Tour. I mean, he's running some great tracks. Langley Speedway, that's in Virginia, bro. Great Hampton. I know he's been down into I don't know if he's been to the Madhouse at Bowman Gray. I know he's been to Hickory. Queenstown number 21 Toyota Pro will carry the sponsorship of the best repair company, full service mechanical and electrical repair maintenance based out of Norfolk, Virginia. Longtime racing partner of Leith Cars will be the officiate. What do you think about this Chandler Smith, man? He made a move over to Joe Gibbs Racing. Huh?
Well, that's crazy. In his first time with Joe Gibbs, he's out there and he wins a race. That's impressive.
I mean, I about shocked when I opened that page up. When I opened up the television up there, and it was down to go. And this kid, and they're all sitting there on the broadcast. They're all sitting there, first race out of the hole with Joe Gibbs in that 81. He picks up the victory, man. This was just something. It was just something.
Yeah, that's almost seems impossible, doesn't it? It almost seems like he accomplished something that's almost impossible.
From one team, one manufacturer to another, in first race out of the hole at Phoenix. I mean, that is something, man. It really is. Justin Allgaier blew a left tire coming out. 5 laps remaining and slammed the outside. Did you catch that? I didn't see that one.
I did not, as I was, unfortunately, I didn't get to see much racing this week because of working at Main Street Station. But, I did do some reading up on it. I like to follow up what's going on. And I heard about that, but I didn't get to see any of it.
What about your boy, Jesse Love? Good run for Jesse again. Richard Childress Racing, that number 2, man. Jesse Love, Sheldon Creed, Austin Hill, Pole Sitter, Custer round out the top 5. Shane Van Ginsberg, kid from New Zealand, man, who won in Chicago, man. This guy's starting to come along. He's starting to figure it out. He's starting to figure the circle tracks out. Brendan Jones, Parker Klingerman, Sammy Smith, and Anthony Alfredo. Anthony Alfredo's having a good year, man. 2 weeks in a row, top 10 finishes for Anthony right there.
Yeah, that's impressive too. I mean, he's doing well in Xfinity, really. Anthony Alfredo, or as all my friends out at the Tiki Bar like to call him, Chicken Alfredo. But whatever.
Chicken Alfredo.
I'm sure they're not the only ones doing that.
2 weeks in a row, top 10. There were 7 lead changes, 4 drivers, 6 cautions, 43 yellow flag laps. Average speed of the race is 92.56 miles an hour. There you go.
Yeah.
Let's check out point spines. Right now, Chandler Smith up on top, 183 with 1 win. Austin Hill's locked in 2 wins. Then we got Cole Custer. There's Riley Herbst. There's your guy, Jesse Love, right there, number in 5th spot, 48 back, buddy.
I was looking as you were going down this right here that I thought was interesting that Austin Hill has 2 wins and he's 1 point behind in 2nd place. And Chandler Smith has 1 win and he is, up by 1. But
that's all that stage point stuff, man.
Right. I was going to say it's from running more consistently during the race. I get it, and stage points and stuff. But it's funny this is the kind of stuff that I've talked about for years with the points. All right. Wins. If you got 2 wins, you got 2 wins. You shouldn't be in 2nd place behind a guy that has 1.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
Shouldn't the wins be like the most important thing when it comes to points? I mean, that's what I think. When it comes to points, you should be rewarded for winning the damn race.
I mean, call me a stupid old North Carolina guy, but isn't the theory of this whole thing of racing is to win?
I would say so. I mean, you know, I mean, I'm not as old as you, but I believe in what you were saying 100%.
I mean, come on.
The guy that won one race just now is if the first in points, why a guy that's won 2 races is second.
A second. Yeah. Anyhow,
Not-
Jesse, if you look at this thing, you know what is really cool? If you check this out, look at the 5th and 6th. So now here we go. We swapped teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, right here. Okay. Jesse Love to Childress. Then Sheldon Creed moved over. Sheldon Creed moved over as teammates now with Chandler Smith at Joe Gibbs Racing.
Okay.
That's pretty wild. AJ Allmendinger is 7th. The Dinger still hanging, man. Justin Allgaier, Brandon Jones, Sammy Smith, Parker Kligerman, Anthony Alfredo, top 12. He's in there so far, man.
I told you before, AJ Allmendinger, that's another guy I kind of like, you know what I mean? He's had his ups and downs in the series, in you know, the Cup and the Xfinity, and but he's all, you know, he's pretty good, man. I like him, and he's always seems like such a cool guy when they talk to him, you know. I like AJ Allmendinger. Good for him.
He's got a lot of spark to him. I mean, he's always hung, you know, he was with Kellogg and everything else, and you know, I mean, I guess he wasn't looking to do full time in Cup. I think he sort of regrets it now.
You know,
think
though,
he's-
like maybe
I think
like
he
a Matt Crafton, man. Some of these guys are just glad to race, man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They don't have to. You know, you don't have to be in the Cup to be happy racing. You know, you just if you're a real racer, you're just happy racing.
Well, I can tell you one thing, Scratch.
Yes, sir.
Darlington Raceway come down for the weekend of that big thing. Everybody's going to have a good time because Crown Royal has now been named the entitled sponsor of the
just saw
NASCAR
that.
Xfinity race. You
I
see
just
this?
thought I happen to be a fan of Crown Royal.
Well, they're going to be hanging. There's going to be a bunch of blue, purple bags hanging around because it's the Crown Royal Purple Bag Project 200. Project of what? How many purple bags we can get out the crowd there?
Man, I'll go up there and get donate a couple purple bags if they need some help.
I
cool.
used to be a fine connoisseur of the Crown Royal, and
I'm a fan. I'll be honest. I'm a fan of the Peach Crown Royal the most right now, and I like the apple too. I like the apple. They got they got this new blueberry or something out now. I didn't really like that too much, but yeah, no, they got some different flavors now. Alan, you might have to break out and
no, I'm not a flavor type.
have
I'm
a
not
shot
flavor
with me.
type. If you got a point of that, just bring out the old original purple bottle bag and everything. The purple bottle bag. I don't need apple flavor.
You
That's
just
just like
want
these
the
vodkas.
straight gut buster.
That's just like these guys in this vodka. Peach vodka and apple vodka and this vodka, cinnamon vodka, spicy vodka. No, stop. Just stop. I've had enough. Anyhow, to get back to it, they'll have a great time with the Crown Royal Purple Bag Project 200 NASCAR Xfinity race. Going to be 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturday, May 11th. All right. And so I was trying to think somebody years ago. Who was it that had Crown Royal in the car years ago?
Kurt Busch
Was it Kurt Busch that Crown
on the 97, I think.
Yeah, all right.
No, maybe it was Jamie McMurray. Was it Jamie
Jamie
McMurray?
Well, I remember there used to be a Crown. I have to check into that.
There was.
All right.
I think it was. You know what? I'll look that up while we're talking. It was either Jamie McMurray or Kyle Busch. I think it might have been. It was Jamie McMurray on the 26 car
All right.
when Jamie McMurray had the 26 car.
I'll tell you what we'll do then. We're going to do that.
I'll look
Then
it up right now.
you just look it up for us right now. And what I'll do is while you're doing that, I got to get a quick break because we got to pay a bill or two. So we'll do that on Pit Road Racing with Alan and Scratch coming back from the WCOBM. We'll do it right after this, everybody.
Come on! What the yeah! Oh man! Woo! That is awesome!
Kia, movement that inspires.
Jerry B here up in Sacramento, Union Gospel Mission, giving out some shoes to the homeless here. A lot of smiling faces. We got one deal. We give you a pair of shoes. You got to give us a smirk and a photo. And this is the mission of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a non-profit organization based out of Las Vegas, started by Gene Woods. We're trying to do good things and fill little holes in people's lives the best we can. And today we're up in Sacramento, just doing the best we can. Thanks for supporting us.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Going back at you, man, about 30 minutes after the hour here on a Monday on Pit Road Racing Monday edition. Alan here in Las Vegas. My buddy Scratch with the K down Daytona Beach, Florida, where the World Center of Speed is at, man. That's it.
That's right. That's right. So I was right twice.
Okay.
The 97 car had Crown Royal on it
Okay.
with Kurt Busch.
Okay.
The 26 of Jamie McMurray had Crown Royal on it. I think it started with Kurt Busch, though.
There you go.
I didn't get
So
I didn't get that deep into it. I was so excited I was right about both of them that I just didn't look any further.
I was sitting there thinking that one time or another, and I didn't know who had it, but I knew somebody had Crown Royal. I know that one time there was.
In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the first, or was that not the first time they let liquor in? Was Crown Royal, or was that with the Jack Daniels? I think it opened the door for Jack Daniels, maybe. Or am I wrong?
Didn't Boyer have it? And also Robbie Gordon had Jim Beam on his number on his car too.
Yes. But you remember they had that rule for years where they weren't going to have any hard alcohol on the cars. They weren't going to, like the Crown Royals and stuff like that. But yeah, Crown Royal. I remember, man, Robbie Gordon. That's another cool guy, man. I met one time. Speaking of Jim Beam, yeah. Yeah,
Speaking
so it was on the speaking of Jim Beam, Robbie Gordon, the 97 Kurt Busch's car had it,
right?
And then
there you go,
and then Jamie McMurray.
There you go.
That's cool.
Christopher Bell won the Shriners Children's 500 NASCAR Cup Series race at Phoenix Raceway. The win was his first of the year, first at Phoenix, seventh of his career. Chris Buescher, Ty Gibbs, Brad Kay, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, Truex Jr., Michael McDowell, Chase Briscoe, Tyler Reddick rounding out the top time. I said something earlier last week about it. Tyler Reddick had a shot at this thing. He really did. This kid's coming on, man. Look out for him. Pole winner Denny Hamlin led 13 laps on the day, finished 11th. He smacked the wall.
Ouch.
Denny's not happy. Stage 1, Tyler Reddick. Stage 2 was Christopher Bell. There were 10 lead changes, 6 drivers, 6 caution flags for 40 laps, 103 mile an hour, buddy.
Man, Denny Hamlin only led 13 laps, too.
I don't know, man.
He smacked the wall and still finished 11th?
He's smacking that wall. Well, guess the car's holding on. I guess, there's another thing. Half the field like the new short track package, half don't.
Of course.
They're all whining about something.
Yeah, you can never make everybody happy these days. It's always 50% of people. You can make if you make 50% of people happy, I think you hit your goal.
There you go. checking out the points for you. Kyle Larson up 141 with a win. Byron in with a win. Suarez in with a win. Bell's in. So 4 races in. 4 winners. 3 Chevys and a Toyota so far. Ryan Blaney. Now here you go. Ryan Blaney in the driver's standings is 5th, but he leads the points. Now, here you go. Here you go again.
If you can't look at what you sent me this, and if you can't look And we're going to go back to what I said a minute ago about the 2 wins in second.
Yeah.
What? If you can't look at what you and I are looking at right here and go, man, there's a problem.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
I don't know, man. I don't know. How do you have more points in 5th place?
it's because of all that staging stuff.
Okay,
You know?
but then shouldn't you be in 1st place?
Well, I mean, yeah, well, he is in as far as the points, he's the point leader. But when it comes down to the driver standings, the playoff standings,
Right.
obviously Larson, Byron, Suarez, and Bell are in because they're locked in with a win.
Yeah, that's you know. But I mean, you know, as soon as Ryan Blaney wins a race, he's going to shoot right up to the top.
Yeah, and it's coming. It's coming.
You know what?
I don't know.
That's aggravating me just looking at that right there.
I just go
151
back-
points.
Yeah, just go back and remember. They gave what 5 points if you won the poll. Okay, you 5 points if you win the poll. You got a point if you led a lap. And then the racing back in the day, it was 176 or 178 points if you won the race. Then 2 points back, everything back.
You remember they started changing these darn points too and making the playoffs and all that other stuff because Matt Kenseth ran away with a championship one year. So what?
Yeah.
He ran away because he was the best driver out there then.
They didn't change the point standings when Jimmy Johnson went, a couple of years ago, and Petty Earnhardt was kicking rear. They didn't change the points then.
No. Golly, man. I'm just telling you that's just. Yeah, it's funny because I see you have right next to it. It says points leader. You know what I mean? In 5th, points leader in 5th. Come on, NASCAR.
How can you be the points leader and then be 5th in the driver's standings? Well, it's because of the way the darn things are set up.
It's like saying it's 85 degrees outside, but it feels like 90. No, it's not. No, it doesn't. It's 85. It feels like 85.
Truex Jr. in 6th currently, 10 back. Then we follow to Tyler Reddick, Ty Gibbs, Chastain, Denny Hamlin sitting in 10th spot right now. Driver standing 22 back. Elliott, Kyle Busch. Boy, Kyle's having a tough year to start. Having a tough year. Alex Bowman, Bubba Wallace, Cedric, and Chris Buescher. I just wish they would just go back to the way it was. But you and I don't have that choice to say.
No, you and me could sit here and say that till we're blue in the face. We could call the right people and tell them, and they won't listen.
Ain't gonna listen.
No, it's I don't know. I don't. That's two. We've looked at points in 3 different series, and 2 of them have got me baffled right now and aggravated. I just can't. I even went back. I even went back to the Xfinity series one to look down the points for a second too, just to see if there was any other thing that aggravated me. But I don't see it, But that's come on, that's just ridiculous. But
it is. Well, anyhow, they raced at the Coliseum. Clash was there.
Yeah, I know where you're going now.
I just don't get it. Now we want to move it to a baseball park.
Man,
legendary Dodger Stadium. I saw the artwork to this thing. You know what it looks like? It looks like a miniature. It looks like a miniature Poconos. What it looks like.
I saw it. I saw the rendition of it. Yeah, it's the only thing I can say about stuff like that is how many racetrack owners right now are like, what in the hell, man? There's some great short tracks out there. There's some great short tracks out there that are NASCAR tracks.
Yeah.
And they are getting passed up for the Coliseum, for Dodger Stadium. There's awesome dirt tracks out there that are getting passed up for throwing dirt on Bristol. I don't know, man. If you want to go race at a baseball field, go ahead, I guess. I'll watch it. So will you. We'll be like, oh my gosh, look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be cool.
What are they running at the Coliseum? What, 40, 50 mile an hour tops? That's it. I mean, come on. I mean, I get it.
That's go-kart racing speed.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You know what? There you go. If that's what you're going to do, you're going to do that, then put them in go-karts and run them around Dodger Stadium.
There you go.
There's no sense of hauling those trucks and those cars out there for this and that because all it
I
is
wouldn't
is
mind seeing that, actually. I wouldn't mind seeing them race a
that would
go-kart
be,
race.
yeah, that would
Yeah.
be better.
Yeah.
That
They
would
could do it
actually
right-
be better.
They could do it right there at Gene Woods Racing.
Well, what if you're going to if you're going to do something like that, and you're going to take it to Dodger Stadium, and you're going to make a track out there and do all that, then do a charity event and have all 36, 37 guys come out. You get in go-karts, you run heat races, and you do the whole thing. The whole night is a big charity event for whatever charity for the NASCAR Foundation, for Speedway Children's Charities, whatever it might be. But this is stupid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Steve Phelps. I am sorry. But this is just totally, I mean, you want to broaden the market. I get it. But just like you said, you got Wilkesboro that they just spent a ton of money on this thing to get it up and running right again. That's an SMI track. You got Rockingham that's ready to go. I mean, come on.
Listen, there's a lot of race fans. It's been race fans, forever. Some that have, decided that they've had enough of NASCAR and don't watch it anymore. There's people like that out there. That you know what? You probably get some of them back instead of trying to get, you know what I mean? I think it would work the same. I think you'd get some of these people back if you went back to some of the old stuff. I mean, especially those tracks. I mean, Rockingham and North Wilkesboro. Who didn't love those tracks? There's not one I bet you can't ask one race fan, hey man, what do you think of North Wilkesboro? Or what do you think of Rockingham? Nobody's gonna go, oh, it's crap. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna do that.
They went there, All-Star race there last year. They went to All-Star race there. Let me turn me down because I'm getting excited here.
Yeah, which was awesome.
They sold it out. It was sold out. They didn't. They sold out. Right. They sold everything. Scratch. There wasn't a hamburger, a hot dog, a soda, a cold beer, or a T-shirt left.
Yeah.
Sold out.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying though. That's everybody loved North Wilkesboro, when it was in the regular rotation, and Rockingham, man, the Rock, So
I mean,
I would love to see those tracks. I would rather see those tracks come back than NASCAR keep trying to race in football fields and baseball fields. I mean, what's next? They're going to race at a ice hockey arena.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Are we going to put spikes on? Are we going to put spikes like motorcycle ice racing? Are you going to put spikes on the tires and go that way?
Hey, you almost sold me on that one though. as you put spikes on the tire. I mean, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe.
I mean, I get it. They want to stay in the LA market. I get it. Yeah. I mean, you're talking LA, New York, depending on the situation. Number one, A or B.
Aren't they going to go back? Aren't they going to go back to Fontana though? Once they redo the track, right?
Right. Yeah, they took the big track out and going to put a short track up into it, and I don't know if motorcycle stuff and everything. It's all a whole big new development. It's going to be taking them a couple years to get it finished.
Right, but NASCAR will go back to there.
They plan on going back.
Yeah, they plan on going back racing there.
So they're still there. Anyhow, the charter deal's up at the end of the year. So these guys have got a lot of money invested in this thing, and it could all just go kapoof.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. We'll keep tabs on it.
If it goes kapoof, though, we'd be back in the kind of older days of bringing your car to the track, would we not?
Yeah. As long as you got the car, and the specs that make the car, pretty much you're buying the car from NASCAR. So, I mean, if you got it, you got it. Yeah. Open it up. Yep. Let Dodge in, let Honda in, let them all. Let Saab wants to come in. If BMW wants a car in the series, let them in. If they can put a design together that can be proven, then let them in.
Sure.
Okay.
We've agreed on that for years, you and me.
Andretti's looking at maybe getting back into NASCAR. F1 is his primary project right now. He's having a tough time. They don't want Cadillac. They don't want him. The big two stick-ups on this whole deal is this. They don't want Andretti to bring Cadillac power in. They don't want.
Yeah, and I read somewhere that the name, where was it? The name Andretti doesn't guarantee that they'd be competitive.
Yeah. Well, now there's talk about maybe.
I saw them at the Rolex.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about their IMSA programs and everything else. Their prototype programs. They kick butt.
Right.
You got Sebring. You got Sebring coming up this weekend too.
Yeah.
So they'll be down there.
That's another race I've never been to that I'd love to go to sometime is the Sebring race. I've been to Sebring for an SCCA race before, so I've been there on the property and seen it, but I've never seen the 12 hours of Sebring. I'd like to go there sometime. That's pretty awesome.
I'm just, let them in.
Let them in. That's all, right. Let them in. That's all. We can say that about everything at this point, right? Let them in.
Let them in. You want to expand the series? You want to do that? Then let them in.
Yeah,
racing around a football stadium and around a baseball park is not increasing the market.
No, it's gimmick. It's all gimmick. That's all.
Yeah,
gimmick.
It's a show.
Yeah, you might as well be professional wrestling at this point if you're gonna do that, which is nothing wrong with professional wrestling. I happen to be a fan, and as you know, when I was out in Vegas, was involved with the Future Stars of Wrestling.
Yeah.
Now I got to brag. I was a 2013 FSW Manager of the Year. But anyway, so I am a fan of wrestling, but yeah, it's gimmick though. It's gimmick like wrestling is when you go to these baseball parks. Yeah, I'm again, you and I are in agreement, but you and I both are old school and love racing in kind of the same way.
I'm just,
I know you. You sound as disappointed as I feel.
It just irritates me that there are so many. I mean, you're going to do that. I mean, they could go back to Bowman Gray. Bowman Gray was on back in his day, was on the Cup schedule, on the NASCAR Cup schedule, Busch Grand National Series, whatever. It was there. There's so many places that you do. You want to go to dirt? We said this. We go to Eldora. There's dirt track. You go down to Florida. You go down to take it to Volusia County. The dirt track there.
Yeah.
If you want to run them.
They ran Busch Grand National cars at Volusia back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, there's race.
It might have been asphalt then because they did cover it for a few years in asphalt.
Well, I guess I shouldn't say this because they did it at Bristol one time. They put a football stadium inside Bristol.
I do remember that.
Virginia.
I remember that. What? That's different. That's different. That was not that hard to do. I'd imagine they put the field in the center, but that's stadium size,
right?
Football games. I mean, that's different though. Putting football games certain places in, just like when they do the Winter Classic with ice hockey, which I'm not a huge hockey fan, but I am a fan of that Winter Classic. I think that's neat. When they just go, they put the hockey arena outside, and like they had one in Yankee Stadium and some different places like that. So. At football at Bristol, I mean, that's cool because it's gimmicky, but racing inside, I mean, there's just so many racetracks out there that would be awesome to have a race at.
It just ceases to amaze me. It really does. It just ceases to amaze me. But anyhow, we don't run the show, so we don't run the show. But the fans, I think, need to speak up. I mean, it'd be sort of like this. Could you imagine them taking the Super Bowl to Daytona International Speedway?
Right. No.
I mean, logistically, it's not possible because of all the buildings and everything else.
But let me ask you, I'm just going to throw this at you. How excited would people be? And I'm not saying they would or wouldn't. I'm asking a question. How excited would people be if the Super Bowl was at Bristol?
Well, there you go.
Well, football, I'll tell you what, we would all be like, oh, that's pretty neat. You know what I mean? The Super Bowl's going to be at Bristol. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But football purists and football people and team owners that own these stadiums or have deals in all these states are not going to be happy about it at all.
Right. Yeah, no, you're syncing up the wrong tree. Anyhow, well, that's that. So we'll find out what happens. So I hope Andretti gets back. We showed that picture. Remember, I showed you that picture of that Cadillac. Yeah. What is it? The Black V wing or whatever for 2025. Yeah. There you go. There's Andretti's circle. There's Andretti's circle right around that too. I would like to see Andretti back. I say back, but in NASCAR. I'd like to see him in NASCAR. Myself, I don't see why he wouldn't be competitive. The guy comes from one of the most prestigious racing families of our time. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Look at Penske. Penske's got his hands in, he's not only in NASCAR, Penske's in IndyCar racing. He's got IMSA teams. He's got off-road rally teams.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just not one guy that's fielding three cars, in the Cup Series and Xfinity Series. This guy's racing around everything. He's got his hand and owning Indianapolis Motor Speedway and owning the Indianapolis TV network for it and its radio station that broadcasts all that network. So Penske's racing. He's racing just like the rest of them.
Absolutely. And I'd like to see, I think F1 should loosen up and let that happen, man. Andretti, I think anything with wheels on it should. If Andretti wants to get in it, you let him in, man. That's all. This seems like the theme for today's show. This should be the title of today's show. Let him in.
Let him in. Hey, real quickly, motorcycle news for you. The Monster Energy AMA Supercross results 9-17 events. It was Jet Lawrence picking up the victory down in Alabama. Cooper Webb finished up in the second spot. Ken Rosen up in third. That's in the 450 SX class scratch. 250 SS. It was Tom Valley, Cameron McAdoo, Seth Skinner. Up next for the series, they're heading to Indianapolis March 16th. Real quickly, Speedway motorcycle action. March 16th, Bakersfield coming up for the Speedway guys practice at Paris on March 20th. April 3rd, practice back at Paris Raceway. Bakersfield running again April 6th. The opener at Paris is going to be April 20th. Fast Friday's opener May 12th. And May 11th, big championship race, the Spring Classic. Real quickly, Industry Hills' opener is May 25th. And Brandon Robinson on his FTR 750 picked up the season opener against Sammy Hobart in his Harley Davidson XR 750 second place spot. Dallas Daniels wrapped up the podium. Podium. That's the Progressive America Flat Track Series. Next up for them, they're heading to Georgia Saturday, March 23rd. F1, we already talked about that. I think it was Verstappen, Sergio Perez, and Charles Leclerc. I liked how the European broadcast Charles Leclerc.
You're not much on the French accent, are you?
I guess not, man. All I can say is that Ferrari's got to be chomping at the bit to get Lewis Hamilton. Nine in a row for Verstappen, buddy. Nine in a row.
That's amazing.
Isn't it something?
I'll tell you, when I hear your French accent, I hear the North Carolina come out.
Too. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Newgarden wins Firestone GP in St. Petersburg. Team Penske won 5 races last year, just outside the oval. Scott McLaughlin's victory on a natural road course at Barber Motorsports. Colton Herta rounded out the top 5, man. It was a great race. Joseph Newgarden.
I saw somebody that's really, really, I don't want to say any names, but I saw somebody that on Facebook that I'm friends with on Facebook that is very big with the racing community and said they thought the St. Pete Grand Prix stunk.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I was just throwing out his opinion.
All right. John Bon Jovi was there, got a backseat ride. I think it was, I was trying to think, it was either Castor Nevis or that.
I saw him in some kind of race suit doing something. I don't know what he was doing.
Real quickly here, down at Gator National, teammate Sean Langna, J.R. Todd won the Nitro category, securing Paletta Motorsports' first double. They joined in the Amelia Motorsports Gator National Winner's Circle by Erica Enders. That girl's tough to beat, buddy. She is tough. Gage Herrera, man. This is another guy that Gage Herrera. I know you don't keep out too much of the NHRA scratch. Gage Herrera runs a pro stock motorcycle, and he needs to be in the same category as Max Verstappen. Nobody can beat this guy. I mean, he won like 17, 18 events last year. Anyhow, here's how they lined up. Top fuel, left lane, it was Billy Torrance. Right lane, Sean Langdon. 335.40 miles an hour. That picks up the victory over Torrance. Funny car, it lined up. Left lane, J.R. Todd. Right lane, Austin Prock. Prock pulls a 145, so he's got problems. J.R. Todd, the winner, 329.10. 329 miles an hour scratch.
That's ridiculous.
Okay. Pro stock motorcycles for you. Left lane, Erica Enders. Right lane, Kristen Krasuda. Erica goes 211. And Christian must have had a problem because it's only a 39, so he must have blew up. Here you go, Gage Herrera. Are you ready? On a motorcycle scratch, 204.39 miles an hour. Matt Smith at a 200.
That's crazy.
On a motorcycle, bro.
Yeah, I get freaked out when I'm doing 80 on my motorcycle.
Antron Brown picked up 80G, man. Brown picks up 80G, won the first round of the NHRA Top Fuel All-Star Call-Out. He defeated last year's defending champion, Brittany Force, in the final round. So that's a look at it, buddy. NHRA's off for a couple of weeks. They head back to Panoma. That's hometown territory, man. In-N-Out Burger. Lindsay Snyder and the In-N-Out Burger people, man.
I miss In-N-Out Burger. We don't have one of those here.
I know, you know. I miss it too. I don't get a chance to go very much.
I miss In-N-Out Burger. I like In-N-Out Burger.
All right.
Hey, when you send me my shoes, send me an In-N-Out Burger with them.
Oh man, I don't know if we did. I don't know how fresh the burger would stay, man. I might get a little.
It probably ruined my shoes.
You could eat the burger and the shoes by the time it's done and over with.
Probably.
I'll get your shoes out for you this week. Here they are.
It's good. I'm stoked. When you hit me up and told me you got my shoes, I was very, very excited about that. I'm happy.
I got it.
Happy to have them.
Let me throw the ticket.
I can't wait to show them. I can't wait to show them to everybody on my feet next to when I do get them.
There you go. I'll throw you a T-shirt or something in there too. Here you go. Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, man. Here's the Heart Shoe. Nonprofit right here. The ticker's rolling. You'd like to make a donation, whether it's $1, $5, $10, $100, $1,000, doesn't make it. We had a gentleman, man, that bought 1,000 pairs and brought them to us for the show.
Yeah.
He bought 1,000 pairs of tennis shoes for us.
It's amazing, man. There's a
great?
lot of big-hearted people out there.
That's it. We're going to get them on the feet. Ticker's rolling right there. If you'd like to make a donation, hit it World Wide Web, hotshoehof.com, and hit the donate button. Scratch, buddy, what do you got? What do you got planned for this week? Anything?
Being lazy.
All right.
After 12 days of bike week, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit lazy this week. I've got some stuff planned though. I've got I'll be at Mulligan's playing some games and doing a little DJing on St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
And we're about to get our Money Mike, our open mic, comedy open mic there, where we're going to pay the top 3 comics at my open mic. We're about to get that started probably the first week of next month. I think we're going to start it this month, and I kind of want to get it out there a little more beforehand. So we're going to start that Mulligan's Money Mike. That's what we're going to call it, presented by Scratch's Nut Shack Comedy. So we're excited about that. You can get more information on that at nutshackentertainment.com.
All righty. All right. Well, man, I'm just pretty much kicking back here this week, and that's about it. Wednesday, we'll be back. Diane will be in the studio with me on Wednesday. You and I are back Thursday. We'll get them ready for Bristol. And we should have some qualifying notes, and everything should be set and ready to go. So they're going to the last great Coliseum, as it's known, Thunder Valley, man. Bristol,
back
Tennessee.
Back on the concrete this time.
Taking it all out of there. That's for sure. Well, my friend, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get ready to roll and call for John out here. I want to thank everybody. Thank all of our partners out there, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Gene Woods Racing Experience, the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, Woods Family Sandwiches, Red One Scooter Company out there, and just everybody along the line. Atlanta Motorsports Park. Great people out there. Visit our partners and make sure that you that. All kinds of racing this weekend as far as just NASCAR stuff. Everybody else is pretty much taken out. And want to remind you, man, if you got a local track in your area, man, get out there and support your local track, whether it's on the asphalt, it's the dirt, whether they're running circle racing or drag racing, don't make any difference out there, man. Get out and support those local guys and gals that are really working hard every week, man, just to get the car on the track and have some fun with the local racetracks, man. All the websites, NASCAR, IndyCar, F1, they all have places that you can look for local short track racing in your area, and we highly encourage that you visit. Right, Scrap?
I got a friend of mine, Nick Johnson. He's about to run a school bus figure 8 race over at Orlando Speed World, April 27th. So I'm going to go out and support that.
Down towards your area, you've got New Smyrna Raceway down there. Really great track course. Volusia, you got up the road there from you for the dirt.
Yep.
Your bull ring got running in. We'll have all the results on Wednesday's show. We're just waiting for a final printout on everything. Well, the Las Vegas Motor Speedway and, of course, the bull ring 3/8 mile got their season started out, open up there with the full lineup. So we'll get a full report on those guys. Shall we call for John, the announcer?
Sure. Hey, John.
Thanks for joining us for On Pit Road Racing. Follow us on our website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at On Pit Road Racing. On Pit Road Racing is written and produced by WCOBN TV. I'm John the Announcer for On Pit Road Racing.